guys? Ryan Bidoff here, blogging from paradise. This is going to be a little different than my other videos, which I almost always focus on the blogging tips stuff. But today I want to talk about how to live your dreams. A good 10 years ago, I was an unemployed, broke-ass security guard, working right down the highway here, down the turnpike, in Jersey, down the Port Elizabeth. And of course I was employed, so I was laid off, the good old pink slip. They were computerizing, I was going to say mechanizing, is that the last name? And I went from being that person to becoming an island hopping professional blogger, to where I lived in this place for 4 months. See the background image? I snapped that cover image in Sabu Sabu, Fiji. And by the way, guys, if you want to become a full-time blogger, you want to become a pro and chill in your hometown or travel the world, you could buy my ebook at bloggingfromparadise.com/ebook. So I went from this guy who was really depressed and just not a happy camper, and to being the guy I am today, that is a predominantly happy dude, living from a place of love and harmony. I've dealt with a lot of fears, a lot of shit, some really difficult situations. Obviously, we all go through those, but folks that are living their dreams, guys, I could fucking assure you, we go through more stuff than most people. That's why we're living our dreams. I mean, that's one of the secrets, really, guys, to living your dreams, is to embrace the fear, feel it, and to knife into it, either dive into it or baby step into it. And that's one of the keys to really make this life happen. I've $70,000 in debt, and all types of business struggles. I went bankrupt. My mom, and she's still in hospice now, but she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. We're on the road. So these are life-changing, very, very traumatic experiences. But the point is, I didn't let that shit define me. I didn't surrender to it. And I think that's one of the fundamental points, core points for living your dreams. But let's start off right now. That's my background, from where I was to where I am now, and I want to help you live your dreams. So number one, the core thing you want to keep in mind, the fundamental of fundamentals. You want to do things mainly from an energy of love and fun versus fear and scarcity, tension and resistance. Now, this took many years of my life to learn. It doesn't have to take many years of your life to learn. But the whole idea is, guys, even when I started traveling the world and living my dreams to some extent, it's an interesting hair day today, looks like Bob's big boy, I still had a lot of problems, and I still struggled quite a bit. I didn't like that look. Because instead of doing things mainly from a place of love, fun, and harmony, abundance, generosity, I was operating from a place of scarcity and fear. There's two emotions in the universe. There's love and there's fear. There's nothing else in between. It looks like it. You talk about all these other emotions, but everything is based in either love or fear. Love is the truth. Love is the real deal. Fear is an illusion. But most people live in the hologram. They live in that state of fear. If you want to live your dreams, guys, one of the things you want to do right off the bat is, when you're listing out what you really want to do, the life you want to live that you're envisioning, it's the most fun life, the most freeing life. And obviously this is a real just basis of living your dream life. What would be the most fun, freeing life for you? And you'll think about it, what your mind might do in the beginning, especially if you're working the 9 to 5 like I was, or the 4 to 12, depending when the last truck went out at the shipping terminal. Your mind will start fighting you. It could be a real bitch. By that I mean not a female dog. I mean just a real, like an annoying son of a bitch. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, you can't do that, Ryan. What? Nobody in your family's ever been an entrepreneur, Ryan. Never been successful. Travel the world, that's expensive, blah, blah, blah. So like all these different fears came up in my mind when I wanted to live my dream of traveling the world, being a professional blogger. That's where you have to begin sitting with your fears. And when you begin sitting with your fears, wow, it's very unpleasant and uncomfortable. But when you sit with them and actually feel them, even if you're going to grab a pillow, you may cry into it, you may punch it. I mean, a lot of stuff's going to come up. There may be a lot of anger. And you clear that, you're going to tap into a magical power that so few folks ever tap into because they don't sit with their fears. And they don't live their dreams, of course. Because the main thing blocking your dream life now, the only thing is fear. And you cowering to that fear. When you feel it and let it go, you're going to start realizing what's possible. And instead of saying, you know what, like me 10 years ago, I'm an unemployed broke security guard. How the hell would I know what a blog is? Or, you know, how the heck could I do it? You know, there's all that doubt and fear, but I started sitting with it and feeling it. And I almost had a freak out moment the day I bought my domain and hosting. And Kelly walked me off the ledge. I was like, I wanted to return my money. I thought I wasted my money. I thought it was a joke. You know, what am I doing spending $500, $600, $700? You know, I don't have any money. Little money. I really didn't have much more than that. And all the stuff I had no idea about. But when I felt it and let it go, then I was able to proceed sans those fears, without the fears that had plagued me. Not fearless by any means. Then you could move forward and you start doing things more from a place of faith. And it'll be a building block, it'll be a little step at a time, but that's really step one. You want to do it predominantly. You're going to have a lot of fear in the beginning, I get it. But from a place of love and fun. Like, wouldn't that be fun? What seems like it'd be the most dream life for you right now? Whatever it is. And everybody's dream life is different. Doesn't matter what it is. It's whatever sings to you, whatever resonates with you. So sit in a quiet room for a half hour, 3 hours tonight. I don't give a shit, however long it takes. And start charting out what you would be most fun and enjoyable. Kind of that energy of, wouldn't it be so amazing to live this dream life? Wouldn't it be so just inspired? And that's the starting point. But then when you write it down on a piece of paper, you're picking your dream. This is the basis, guys. Love and fun, love and fun, love and fun. Not from a place of fear, not from a place of escaping the life that you are currently living. Because I was kind of in that mode in the beginning, to be honest, and that's why I carried so much fear with me. And of course, the fears followed me over the years, even as I started circling the globe. Things really didn't expand and pop until I sat with those fears. Now, step two. You want to do things mainly from a place of love and fun. That's awesome. You're picking your dream life. What would be most fun to you? What would just be the most delightful type of life? And you write it down on a piece of paper. You want to make energy management your prime objective, your prime intent, through a daily ritual involving practices. Oh, my shoulders look funny. Like meditation, deep yin yoga, taking maybe a minute-long icy cold shower. Talk to your doctor first before you do the icy cold shower bit. An hour of exercise, or 30 to 60 minutes of exercise. Perhaps prayer. Perhaps you'd read a couple lines from a book like A Course in Miracles, which I strongly suggest to really get your vibe going. Now, you're not going to do all these things per se, but you're going to spend a good half hour to hour every single day managing your energy through some strategy, through some technique, through some ritual that will help you vibe higher and higher and higher. And more importantly, it will expand your awareness so you can begin to sit with those really deep fears that are really like a leaden weight that are holding you back. This is something so few people do. But if you see the hyper successful people in the world, people who are really happy and have worldly success, these folks follow a daily energy management ritual. It's as simple as that. You gotta do it. Tony Robbins, Tim Ferriss, Richard Branson, these people, it could be different for everybody, but it has to be you being away from everything else, away from a computer, you and your thoughts in a room, or you doing deep yin yoga. This will help you energize yourself for this journey, so you'll be able to feel, face, embrace your fears and feel them and release them and keep going. Because as you keep going towards your dream, you're going to be facing different fears, different forms of resistance, and that's the type of stuff you have to feel. Like, you can't just resist it, because it'll still be there. You can't get over it's still in you, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, right now, and I've switched up over the years, but it's about 1 hour of deep yin yoga every day to really open up my body and my mind, to be comfortable with being very uncomfortable. I hold these poses for 4 minutes. Really, you've seen some of the interesting poses. And last year, my flexibility, a little under a year ago, was horrific. I couldn't reach my knees. Now I reach the floor like it's nothing. It's pretty remarkable, but I kept with it every day. Then I also do 45 to 60 minutes of exercise every day. Sometimes I do the icy cold shower bit. You know, a little meditation here and there. I meditated for very many years, but now the deep yin yoga is very much like a meditation. But guys, doing this energy management ritual is so freaking important. Almost every happy person who's just energetic and has had that phenomenal worldly success does stuff like taking an icy cold shower. These are things that help you dive into your fears. They keep the energy flowing, and when you do that, you'll be in the right mode for living your dream. Because again, this journey it's the real deal, guys. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's so fun. It's so freeing. Just got back from a 5-month trip, 2 months in Thailand and 3 months in New Zealand. It's insane, but you gotta manage your energy, guys. Most people totally screw this up. You may not see anybody in your life right now if nobody's living their dreams and they're just in survival mode doing a 9 to 5 who are doing this stuff. They probably just get up out of their bed and watch ESPN.com, grab a bagel, you know, look at the friggin' toxic horseshit news, and then head to work. No, you cannot do that, because so few folks are so clear, people are so clear on this that they can just attach on it and they're just filling their mind with fear. So energy management. Number 3, you want to live your dreams, but like anything in life, to get, aka manifest, to allow in your dream life, you must give. And I shouldn't say must as much as you want to follow your passion and your fun, but you want to think about business ideas or work ideas where you're rendering some type of service that feels really good to you. It might feel scary, it might feel uncomfortable. I picked blogging, it just seemed like it lent itself, and then from there I expanded into writing and self-publishing an ebook, and a bunch of ebooks, I should say. This is my flagship one, bloggingpress.com/ebook, but you guys know that by now already. Creating courses, rendering coaching services, becoming a freelance writer, becoming fairly skilled and perhaps charismatic on video. I developed all these skills over the years, but the core skill, the core area I dove into was blogging. Now, it could be anything to you. Some type of job, could be a business, online, offline. That's for you to work out in a quiet room. But you have to develop some type of skill where you're rendering some useful service, inspiring people to live their dreams, or helping people with their problems. Because you don't just sit there and manifest something unless you're Jesus Christ or a few of the adept seers and teachers from the ages, like that instant manifestation, without putting in some type of energetic generosity and giving. It doesn't mean hard work. It doesn't mean straining and striving. It can be something you like doing. It can be very uncomfortable sometimes, but you have to develop a skill. Render something helpful, useful. It's the giving. The giving opens yourself up to getting. And it's fun. You want it to be that way. Life sucks when you're just thinking about yourself all the time and you're in survival mode and you're just trying to cover your own needs. Because even if you create some type of cool life for yourself as far as the life you're living and the gifts you've received, it's going to just suck. I've been there, done that, where I've had a little more success with stuff, but it wasn't really fulfilling and I didn't feel wholesome and whole. And I just have so much more fun doing this now, and I'm seeing greater and greater success. Also detaches you from the outcomes too, which is a big part of living your dreams. Developing some type of skill, a business, a job, whatever it is. For me, it's blogging. For you, it could be anything. It could be a part-time job, could be a full-time job, could even be charity work. Who knows? You know your dream. You have to choose it. But by rendering service through some skill that you would develop over months, days, months, and years, this is something where it's going to be a life of service. You're going to feel so fulfilled and have so much fun, and that will help you live your dream, whether it's just working the job itself or running the business. That could just be your ultimate dream, or that's just part of the dream where the business can help you circle the globe. You want to do what I do and what Kelly does, we do it together. Blogging is a phenomenal vehicle. Online business is a phenomenal vehicle if you want to become a digital nomad. But you gotta choose it. Which is, again, this quiet room, guys, it's going to be your best friend. You walk into the quiet room, grab a pen and paper, spend an hour, 2 hours, just sit there. Start playing around with ideas. You got your dream life. You're mapping it out. You know that you're going to have to work on your energy management. You're going to have to do things mainly from a place of fun and love versus fear and scarcity. Then your energy management rituals, you're talking about meditation, deep yin yoga, I mean, prayer. I'm going to spend a good half hour, collection of stuff, one different habit. Whoa, what's that? And then you're going to get into this, what service can you render? And then from there, you got to be all in. And that's just the way that it is. To live your dreams. Now, we're talking about whatever your dreams are, that being your life, you have to be all in. You've heard the saying, live 100%. Give 100% to live 100%. And that's where this service aspect of things really kicks in. Full commitment, guys. I've written millions of words over my online career between all the practice I've done, between 126 ebooks, thousands and thousands of blog posts, thousands of guest posts, comments. It's millions of words. Sometimes these suckers are sore. I've created thousands of videos, well over 1,000 at least, between YouTube. I mean, over the years, I had a bunch deleted, 2 different channels, people were bitching, whatever. Facebook Live videos, Periscope, little Instagram Live, and then, of course, Facebook Live, and then, of course, YouTube Live. You know, I'm just worked on this skill, and when you have your fun passion down, you're doing things mainly from a place of fun and love, and you're embracing the fears, you'll naturally develop the skills which will make you kick ass and build a successful business online or offline, or really excel at your job to render that just real generous service. There goes the sun. So this is something that's going to take days, weeks, months, years to really develop. This is why there are very few people live their dreams. They just don't follow their passion, do what they're loving, and they don't dive into their fears. But you're going to be doing your energy management. You're going to be following your most just pulsating dream, which just feels like it's so much fun and so freeing. You have it written down on a piece of paper. And as you're developing these skills, guys, another step you want to think about. You're going to want to do it. You got to pick a few mentors, at least one, maybe 2 or 3 in your niche, but at least one. Or with your work, your business, doing what you'd like to do, or just someone who's taken that path that, or along the way. If you want to become a professional full-time blogger, a blogging tips blogger, you'd look at myself at bloggingfromparadise.com, or maybe Zach Johnson at zachjohnson.com, or Darren Rouse at problogger.net, and you start reading our blog posts, taking notes and studying the notes. Then you start buying our courses, buying our ebooks, and hiring us, and investing your money in your freedom. It's not spending money. It's not I can't afford it. You can't do that shit when you want to live a dream. You got to really be all in. So, I mean, we're coming up to 20 minutes, guys, and this is really a primer to get you going. We went over a number of steps here. You're starting off with that fun, loving dream. It's fun, it's freeing, it's just enjoyable. You're passionate about it. You're going to do things mainly from a place of love and fun, and you're going to hug the fear along the way. And one of the things that will help you hug the fear is diving into an energy management ritual every day, a half hour to an hour at least. I spend up to 2 hours every day managing my energy. Exercise. It's everything, guys, because when you get your energy right, you'll be able to vibe higher and higher, do more inspired things, and also expand your awareness so you face, embrace, and release the fear. Then we're going to be diving into some service, some skill you could develop, blogging, online business, affiliate, whatever it is, something you feel really passionate about and it's fun, and you're going to hone that skill over years, whatever the skills are. For me, video skills, video presentation. I've worked on this. I'm not a natural. I've just created probably 4,000 videos over the course of my life, so I'm good at it because I practice my fucking ass off. Ditto for the writing. I've written millions of words. You start practicing like this when you get your energy up high and you do uncomfortable things, and you gotta do it, guys. You gotta do it. Then you're gonna model yourself after a mentor. I look at guys like Zach Johnson, Darren Rouse. I've learned from them. Buy their courses, buy their ebooks. It's not spending money, it's investing in your fun and freedom and living your dreams. And these are really some core fundamentals. I can go on for 5 hours, and I would. But I have other stuff to do today, and this really gives you a start to living your dream life. The call to action is if you need an ebook to help you become a full-time blogger, why, you've come to the right place. Stop by bloggingfromparadise.com/ebook, and you could buy How to Retire to a Life of Island Hopping Through Smart Blogging. The cover image, I snapped the image for it from the driveway in Savu Savu, Fiji. Kelly and I did a 4-month house sit in this most stunning place right down the block was Jean-Michel Cousteau's world-renowned resort, and 10 minutes in the other direction was Tony Robbins' world-famous Namale Resort. It was just an unbelievable place. I mean, Fiji is stunning, guys, and this is a place, Sabu Sabu, that the Fijians call the paradise of Fiji. Gives you an idea. So that's the ebook, guys. You want to become a full-time pro blogger, you could buy it there at bloggingparadise.com/ebook. You really enjoyed this video, leave me a comment below, and make sure you share it with your friends too, on Facebook, on Twitter. You know, put it on your blog as an embed. Share it with your list. Let's spread the word to help more folks live their dreams. Guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much, my little blogging sweet robins, and all those other folks who want to live their dreams. Until next time, you know what to do. Enjoy paradise, all.